Yeah, the train just departed from Grand Central Terminal, still going through the tunnel. Soon it'll be leaving the tunnel and be above surface. The tunnel goes under the East River. And here's Queens, New York. The blue skies over Queens. Yeah, weather is about as nice as it ever gets in New York City, weather-wise. Blue skies, a few high clouds. This is Queens, New York. Next stop, Jamaica. Train headed, obviously, to Manhattan. This is the New York that tourists rarely, if ever, see. What you're seeing in this video is typical of what you see throughout most of New York City. Most of New York City's apartment buildings and 1, 2, 3 family houses. We're crossing Queens Boulevard. There's that. You need a crane. There's a crane. Yeah, this is what most of New York looks like. Tourists never see this, or probably rarely, if ever, see this. Then again, why would a tourist want to see this? But then again, why shouldn't they see it? Why should a tourist never been to New York City not want to see New York City neighborhoods where people actually live and work? Long Island Expressway. This train is going very fast. This train must be traveling about 70 miles an hour. Who would want to put graffiti on that building? For what reason? Oh, obviously a train just went by, headed to New York City, I should say. Yellowstone Boulevard. I believe this is LIRR City. This is Forest Hills section of New York. I'm sure there was a time when Forest Hills was probably just hills with forest. Now it's a forest of buildings. Park, nice city park. Kids playing basketball and enjoying the day. Kew Garden Station. Next stop, Jamaica. Kew Gardens. Austin's Ale House. Now we're under an overpass. Crab something or other. Okay. You have new graffiti over old graffiti. And you have a back of an apartment building. It's used as a garbage dump. You have some nondescript building. There are other buildings. Probably some electrical supply for the train. More buildings, shrubbery, back of houses. Another train. I believe that street may be Metropolitan Avenue, but I'm not certain. Or maybe this is Metropolitan Avenue. No, that's Hillside Avenue. Okay. This is pallet land. Need a pallet? Come to Tri-State Pallet Incorporated. They'll set you up all the pallets you need. We're headed to Jamaica Station right now. There's a lot of switch tracks, so the train has to go. Travel slowly so it doesn't get derailed. The building in the distance is Jamaica Hospital Medical Center. There's more pallets. Somebody seems to have cornered the market on pallets. Looks like the radio transmitters, transmission towers. Soon we'll be passing an abandoned Staples store. The building appears to be empty now. It used to be a Staples building. And we'll be crossing the Van Wyck Expressway, one of the major thoroughfares in New York. There it is. See?
This station is Jamaica. Air train service is available to Kennedy Airport.
It's garbage. One thing New York produces a lot of is garbage.
Thank you, passengers. We're now approaching Jamaica Station. Once again, this is the train to Hempstead. After Jamaica, this train stops at Hillside for employees only. Hollis, first 4 cars only. Queens Village, Belmont, UBS Arena,
Jay Breaker House. The J building. JAY building.
The air train, JFK Airport, and all other stations. If you're changing trains, please make sure you have your ticket, your personal belongings. Watch your step exiting the train. There is a gap between the train and the platform. Arriving on track number 8, please listen to station announcements for your train.
And we're
Once
arriving
again, this is Jamaica.
at the Jamaica Station. It's very exciting. Actually, it's good that I say that facetiously. I don't want anything to be exciting. I want things to go well and calmly. Well, little kitties jumping up and down. They're excited. The trains arriving. For them, it's exciting. Well, sometimes it can be exciting for people in general when the train arrives. Here we are, Jamaica Station. See it? Sign says Jamaica Station. See? JAMAICA. Jamaica. See? I just spelled it. Jamaica. 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 And that sign says JFK Airport via air train. Now what is somebody supposed to do if they can't read English and they don't understand English? And the sign means totally nothing because you don't understand it. So see what I'm talking about? Okay, at any rate, here's the police. Lots of police. I don't know why they're there. The police should be in the New York City subway, and not on the Long Island, not on the Long Island Railroad. Now the next stop is Hollis, Queens. See,
This is the train to Hempstead. The next station is Hillside Support Facility.
oh, the next station is Hillside Support Facility. I thought it was Hollis. Fooled me. Oops. See that? I was presumptuous. That's presumptuousness. I thought Hollis was the next stop. No, it's the Hillside Support, which is the next stop. Now this is the train. This train is headed to Babylon, so people may be already going to Fire Island. And look, people go wherever people go. See, switch tracks. It says danger 750 volts. So this. See, the trains have to be careful when they leave Jamaica Station with all the switch tracks. Whoa. This is what you're seeing now is Jamaica, Queens. All right, this is a neighborhood which is a part of Queens, New York, and Queens is part of New York City, and New York City is part of New York State, and New York State is part of the United States. They're all like interconnected. You know, we have a federal system of government here, so you have a diffusion of political power and a political authority. Okay, we're headed to Hillside Support Station. That's a station for the employees to get off who work at the Hillside facility where the MTA services the trains and other equipment.
This station is Hillside Support Facility.
Now, one might say that or believe that none of this is worth video recording. It's not particularly attractive. It's just an urban site, but this is something which I think is very, very unique to the United States. This kind of urban sprawl. I mean, you have urban sprawl in other places, but I think the United States may lead the way, although other countries have followed suit. And it's my understanding that there are several cities now that are much larger than New York City But then again, if you consider the entire New York City metropolitan area, I don't think any urban area is larger than the New York City metropolitan area. There must be 25 million people who live in the New York City urban metropolitan area.
This station is Hillside Support
The,
Facility.
the urban metropolitan.
This is the train to Hempstead. The next station is Hollis. The next stop is a short platform. Doors will open only in the first 4 cars.
The urban metropolitan area for New York City extends from Connecticut up to Putnam County, which is north of Westchester County, west to the Pocono Mountains, and south, to Cape May. That's how huge it is. It's huge. It's thousands of square miles.
Hempstead. The next station is Hollis.
Now, what do I mean by a metropolitan area? What I mean by a metropolitan area is an area where everything within it is interconnected with each other, constituting a specific economic zone where people live and work. That's my definition of a metropolitan area. Oh, here comes another train. So, in that respect, the entire metropolitan area of New York City could be considered basically a part of New York City. The whole thing you might as well call the whole area New York City, even though politically, New York City is only the five boroughs. See, now the next station is Queens Village, which is still part of Queens, and etc. and so on and so forth. And then the station after that is Belmont UBS Arena, where I'll be departing, or will be departing, which is not part of New York City politically, but is part of New York City economically, and maybe even socially and culturally. So this is
This is the train to Hempstead. The next station is Queens Village.
When I'm making this video, I can choose to remain silent and just let the video speak for itself, so to speak. But it's very hard not to start making comments about what this video is recording. I mean, this is that's Jamaica Avenue, that street, Jamaica Avenue. It's a major street in Jamaica, Queens. Jamaica Avenue, Jamaica, Queens. And so, Metro Auto Mall. That's a great place to buy a car, right? There's the car wash. All right, here's looks like an apartment building. Maybe not, or maybe so. Okay, Jesus is alive. That's what the sign said. More of Jamaica Avenue. Okay, there's TD Bank. People live and work here. This is part of New York City. The tourists rarely, if ever, see this. Maybe never. Okay, next stop. I used to get off at Queens Village when I went to the track. Now I'm going to get off at UBS Belmont Station, Belmont UBS Station. Queens Village. Okay. See, this is a Sunday morning, so not too many people around. All right, so don't think that New York City is some quiet little town, because it isn't. This is giving a rather skewed impression. But this is a highly congested area. It just happens not to be so congested looking right now because of reasons that I already mentioned.
This station is Queens Village.
Queens Village must have been a very exclusive area, like 75 or 100 years ago. I wouldn't be surprised if they still had farms here 100 years ago. Alright. Whoa, train's going by. It's express train. Wow. Okay, next stop is Belmont UBS Arena. Okay. We're going by an abandoned movie theater. And probably used to be the Jamaica Cinema. 75 years ago, I'm sure it was a very popular place. And a new building.
This is the train to Princeton. The next station is
Belmont. Okay, so this still might, yeah, okay. Belmont UBS Arena. When we are no longer in New York City, we are now in Belmont, New York. And with that knowledge, I shall now depart this train. Okay, time to leave the train. Okay, next destination, Belmont Park.
Yeah, you can hold this. Well, just stand here with it. Yeah. You're blocking the aisle.
Will this door open?
Yeah, when I get up there. Yeah.
Oh, you're the okay. I didn't know that you're handling that. Otherwise, come on, I have it. My destination is the track. Oh, it's opening. Okay.
This station is Belmont. This is the train to Hempstead. Next station is Belmont.
Okay, we're at the Belmont UBS station. Now, this is the station that officially is the station that's supposed to be adjacent or close to the UBS Arena, and it isn't. If you have, if anyone has a problem with ambulation or walking long distances, it's going to be almost a hardship to get to the UBS Arena. That's why they provide shuttle service. It's not a short walk. It's not an unusually long walk, but it's not a short walk either. Okay. You see? Remember, this is Sunday morning. So, see, there's the Belmont Park shuttle. So there's the UBS Arena shuttle. Okay, so there's a train going by. It's a nice day today. It's warm, but not overly hot. It's dry. It's not that much. The humidity is okay. Uh, you know, and there's the track in the distance, about a half a mile away. Now, the state of New York built all this, not for Belmont Park. They built it for the UBS Arena. So now we're going to be taking a pleasant walk to the track. There's the track in the distance. Now, next to Belmont Park track is the UBS Arena. So it's the two of them, the two of those facilities kind of like make a sports complex. But the big draw is not horse racing, except for one day out of the year for the Belmont stakes. Rest of the time, either the facility is empty or is being used to host thoroughbred racing, which draws very few fans. Though sometimes on the weekends it gets a little bit crowded, but only a little bit. So, taking a nice walk to the track. The first race starts at 1 p.m. Right now, I'm not sure what time it is. It could be about 12:05 or 12:10. Sometimes you see people, they get to the track and they think they're late, for the first bet, and they're actually running. Make sure they make their bet and see the race. Thoroughbred horse racing is a very unique sport, and I'll tell you why. It's because the contestants are not just human beings, but animals. So that makes it unique. Like, you could bet on baseball, football, hockey, basketball. You're betting on performances being done by human beings. And you bet money on horse racing, you're betting on a horse. And that changes the factors that go into who's going to win. because in this case, it's not the who that's going to win, but what's going to win. Because a horse isn't a who, W-H-O. A horse is a what, W-H-A-T. It's an animal. You can't go to a horse and say, I hope you win, or I hope you lose, or I want you to run fast or slow. You can't coach a horse. All that anybody can do with a racehorse is train the horse how to run, get the horse used to riding fast with somebody on its back, and hope for the best. I mean, keep the horse in good shape, take care of the horse, treat the horse humanely, and then race the horse and see what happens. That is what adds an additional degree of unpredictability to horse racing, which is why it is without a doubt the most difficult sport in which to predict outcome. That plus the fact that in any race you have several contestants. So you're not just betting against two horses. We got a race involving 2 or 3 horses. You could have a race involving 10 horses, 15 horses, 20 horses, whatever. See, they're doing work in the infield. This facility is a 1/2 hour train ride from Midtown Manhattan. Is the Belmont Park train station, not used anymore, to transport passengers. Now it's used as a storage depot for trains. they'll have racing at Belmont through the early part of July. Then uh, racing moves up to Saratoga Springs. I believe that that Belmont Park Racetrack covers an area of over 1 square mile, probably even larger, maybe 1.5 or even 2 square miles. The track itself, I believe, is 1 mile in circumference, which would make it the largest racetrack in the United States. In the UBS Arena there in the distance. This is the walkway from the Belmont Park station, train station to the track. Walkway that's no longer used. It may be used though for Belmont Stakes Day or Belmont Stakes weekend. Yeah, it's really something to see this huge sports venue practically virtually empty. Belmont Park has a massive grandstand area. It can hold easily 50,000 people. And if they open up the infield, this area could probably hold 500,000 people. So here it says, welcome to Belmont Park. See? Welcome to Belmont Park. I have the welcome sign out. So that I'm going to